Well, hello, Give Vibe Show fans. Welcome to episode 11 of season 13 of the Give Vibe Show by me, Jay Holly, part of the Special Chronicles Arc. Hope you all been catching up on episodes 1 through 10 of season 13, as well as seasons 1 through 12 of the Give Vibe Show, and their recap episodes, including also a special series I did called The Road to 2022 USA Games, talking about my training up to and the results from my training from the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games. So, folks, if you're tuning in for the first time into season 13 of the Good Vibe Show, it's all themed around positivity by Ted Lasso. So, today's theme or subject matter in this case, and also technically those who actually know, I usually say positive, uplifting, appreciation, and support vibes. Today's themes are all theme is be resilient. And this one actually started being, I think, resilient means you have to basically you have to persevere and deal with things as they come to you. So sometimes we have to basically take what's thrown at us and just keep going with it because technically that's what we have to do. Because in reality, we can't just like basically, as we say, bend the knee potentially and just give up. I think like no, there's no point of doing that. Like you technically need to actually keep pushing forward and keep doing stuff because sometimes perseverance is a big thing and being resilient is actually somewhat helpful in these. And for me, I was quite very resilient to try and get my job where I'm at now, to be honest. But I think it's also I'm resilient to keep challenging myself in my job and not try and stick with the status quo because sometimes sticking with the status quo is not worth it sometimes. I think I just have the belief that sometimes I just have to keep pushing myself to get better and keep doing better because sometimes if we don't push ourselves, we don't actually produce better. And that's basically what we're calling ourselves being resilient in this situation. And I think it means a lot to actually be resilient when dealing with things. And I know some people just after one try just don't want to try something again. And my belief is if you should just keep on trying to get better at it, because obviously I admit to myself I want to get better at things. And one time I didn't like something, like okay, I stopped it for a bit, but then like I said to myself, let's go back and try this again, and work out better the next time. So I think giving yourself the opportunity to be resilient is important because I think giving up easily on something it seems like the easy way out, but it may also mean you're missing an opportunity on something amazing. I think in this case, if we keep persevering and keep pushing ourselves to be resilient to get something better, I think we can overcome what our challenges are and do better. I think folks have to appreciate that fact that one, resilience is an important thing and be and perseverance. I think obviously I think they melt me too. There are things if I'm saying wrong, folks, I do apologize outright right now to everyone listening. Say like you're saying two different words. Like in my opinion, I think they kind of coincide with each other. I think reality is that we have to be have very good resilience to persevere in life and good resilience to actually come over negatives. And I think folks lack, I wouldn't say lack, don't take the opportunity to appreciate that and believing in themselves to actually be resilient, to take on new challenges, to be better, and to become stronger. Because one, resilience is how we become better. Perseverance is how we come over it. So both of them can help us create a much better versions of ourselves, but better things for people as well. So I just want to remind yourselves, always be resilient to challenge yourself and persevere in all those challenges you have in life. So, folks, here's our great sponsor ad from our sponsor, the Special Chronicles Nerd. The Give Vibe Show is proudly featured on the Special Chronicles Nerd. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be sure to also subscribe to the newsletter and find the podcast page for this podcast, The Give Vibe Show by me, Jerry Hood. If you love The Give Vibe Show, then you love the art podcast on the Special Chronicles Nerd. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to subscribe to our podcast, newsletter, and to follow us on social media. And support the podcast on Special Chronicles so we continue our mission of giving respect and voice to people with special talents and abilities. Visit specialchronicles.com/give to make a gift today. So, folks, always a general fun reminder to you is remember to follow the Give Vibes Show on Instagram at Give Vibes by JH, Facebook, facebook.com/Give Vibes by JH. You can also find it on YouTube, youtube.com/Give Vibes by JH. Also, subscribe to the Give Vibes Show by me, Jerry Hilly, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your Recovery State. Also, subscribe to the Give Vibe Show by me, Jerry, like on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or where you get your podcasts from. Obviously, I'm hosting on 1.55, rephrase that, 1,550 listens. I might be surpassing this by the time this episode airs because wouldn't that be great? And also, folks, if you want to continue to, want to support the Give Back Show even more, go to our Rebel shop, look up Jerry M. Holy is my artist name. You find all the amazing designs out there. Maybe buy something to support my cause to help me get better stuff for the show or do the show better. So, folks, I thank you again for tuning in to episode 11, folks. I hope you're all have a great week. Remember, people, to be Brazilian out there, folks. And until next time, peace out, bye, and have a great time, folks. I hope I'll see you again for the season 13 finale, episode 12. And I hope you all have a great week. And remember, being resilient is a very powerful tool that we need to have and keep it in our arsenal, folks, because we all need to be resilient in any negative times, and even in positive times too, as well. So remember, folks, be resilient and keep pushing forward. Until next time, bye, everyone.